Alright, so it's going to take me a little bit to get set up, and people are very rude and inconsiderate, so they're bumping music, and I hope I don't get copyright hit for it. We shall find out. Anyhow, this is what we're up against, this Xbox. If you guys seen, there's a little short video I made to kind of give a glimpse into what we're up against. Pretty intense, but let me get this set up here. I left my tool in the other room. Yeah. Can't find my freaking tools. Ah. Alright, I found my tools. It's because I had put them in a box and brought them to the shop. Alright, so now that we got those, let me go ahead and dig in. Let's dig in. Make sure to think ahead and leave this, not all the screws. Almost there, and the new guys will get to see what I'm up against. Oh man, wait till you guys see. It's a fun one, that's for sure. I thought it was 4 jumper wires, but it ended up being like 6. And then the UV solder mask is all thick on there. I'm gonna have to probably just rip the whole flipping thing out and do everything fresh. That's what I'm thinking. So at first I thought I could luck out and maybe that it was just flux residue on all the filters and stuff. Nope. I just hope that the device owners tune it in here soon, because we're about to get digging in. But hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is only my second live, so just give me a little bit of wiggle room. I'm almost set up here. In the meantime, hello. In the meantime, let me know if you guys have any questions. So what it is it's an Xbox Series X that somebody tried to fix themselves. And it's a hot mess in there, to say the least. We're just about in there. Just about in there. Oh crap, we need to turn this on. Come on. Shit, some blood on this. Yeah, it's really thick UV solder mask in here, and then they've got the jumper wires that I don't think they're solid. I checked a few of them, they're really loose. And then some of them look like they weren't even connected, so yeah, I'm leaning towards just rip it all out and start fresh. But I just want you guys to all see what I'm up against, man. It's a lot. Someone had it the last time. So this is what we're up against, you guys. It's a real hot mess. There's what, 2, 4, 6, 7 jumpers. But when I came in here earlier, there was a scoopy of flux residue going all the way across here and all the way across those filters. So I cleaned all that up, as well as the retimer chip, because that retimer chip down here was also all goobied up with flux residue. So yeah, we're pretty much, I didn't voltmeter those actually. Let's voltmeter them just to see. For giggles. Let's see if any of them even make a connection. Thanks for the thumbs up. So we almost got enough copper exposed here to be able to test. And, we don't want to leave a mess, so let's clean that up. This Isopropyl Alcohol now. There we go. Alright, so let's see if I can adjust this. So as you can see, I went ahead and exposed the copper down here. Now we're going to voltmeter and see if these traces have any continuity or not. And then that'll let us know if they are any good or if we should just rip it all out. And this is going to be really difficult. Let's see. Farthest one. Farthest one. Yeah, just hope. I don't think it's even making a connection. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and rip it off. I don't think any of them are. Oh, well, I mean, it would help if I turn on my voltmeter. I still don't think it has continuity though. Let's check. For goodness. Yeah, I'm not getting nothing still. Oh, no, it actually does have continuity on that one. So some of them are pretty good, but I think we're going to be better off just starting all fresh. So let's get that adjusted for you. Here's the bottom, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. The bottom ones. Lots of adjustments here. Oh, I'm going to need the longer cord now. Oh, come on. I don't care about the stupid message. There it goes. Alright, so, too far in. Let's get this slightly. There we go. Let's hoping it stays. It's rocking a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now that we got that, let's illuminate. Go ahead and get that off. There we go. Turn on the iron. Alright, so I'm going to try first without any glum out, because since it's already been removed before, it should come out fairly easy. And then if that doesn't work, we'll employ the glum out. gonna suck to have to scrape all that UV solder mask off though. But I got a new tool and I used it earlier and I'm really happy how well it works. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description. It's a flashlight for curing the UV solder mask. I had one, but it sucked. It wasn't very good at all. So I actually spent less on the new one, and the new one that costs less performs better. So go figure. All right, we got that off. Let's go ahead and flip it back over. And we'll get you guys a good angle again. Come on. It's giving me like a stupid message. It happened last time I did a live too. Orientation is locked. Oh well, I don't care. Can you guys see? Can you guys still see? It's not preventing you guys from seeing? Because this stupid message won't go away. Well, can you guys give me a yes or a okay or a thumbs up or something so I know you guys can still see it? Because on my end it's blocking my view. Alright, well I hope you guys can still see because I'm getting a response. There we go. Alright, so let me get my little milk. My iron. Alright. I thought that was going to happen. I was hoping they're not going to want to clear out all the way. That means they use crappy solder. So you always want to use quality products. I'm going to put links to all the products that I use. If you guys want to get into repairs, you'll know exactly what I use. Out of everything I own, though, honestly, I would say the Rework Station has been the most lucrative for me. I don't know how it sounds on your guys' end. That crappy music. Yeah, these holes just like I thought they're not wanting to clear out. Is that a la 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 la? Or was it supposed to be Alabama? Where are you guys at? Put your location in the comments, y'all. It'd be interesting to know who's tuned in. Yeah? this hole doesn't want to clear out. Got it through. Alright. Let's re-clear these and we should be able to clear them all the way out. Two out of four. Yeah, so I do feel a little mixed on making videos, you know, because on one hand I want to showcase my skills and show people that, you know, even if it does happen to get a bit abused, I could usually save it. But then on the other hand, it's like, do I encourage people to try stuff that's actually outside of their skill set? That kind of does worry me a little bit. What can you do? People are going to do stuff regardless. Alright, so that's all cleared up now. This right in. There we go. How many jumpers do you guys think it's going to end up taking total? Do you think the 6 they originally had was going to cut it? Or do you think the reason why it worked is because it wasn't enough or they missed one of the connections? Because every now and again I get a little surprised, you know, and people are halfway decent at stuff and come pretty close. Most of the time, though, it's Hiroshima, you know? What do you all think? Hit that with the toothbrush. that side. Yeah, I'm gonna need to scrape it all off. Yeah, it's overkill and it doesn't look good. And you'd be wondering if maybe it's part of the issue. There's goop in the filters right there. It's never good. I keep wanting to pause and come back, but there's no pause on the live streams. Filter that came on? I can't really see what it's doing right now. I think that was the filter. And yeah, I might need to check into the scope real quick and just to see what's going on with that area right there. These filters right there, they have UV solder mask all mixed in with it. Excuse me for just a moment. I'll show you. It's a flipping hot mess underneath now. Jeez. Oh man, what am I gonna do? It's like caked on there. You don't need it thick like that. You need just a little thin layer. And it will hold. Jeez. this is a fun one. It's a bunch of freaking crap to do. Why they got that close to those filters. I want to avoid those filters. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just about cleaned up, and then I'll show you guys where we're at. Thanks for your patience. Alright, so check it out. This over here. Come on. So, welcome to those of you just joining the stream. I had to go off camera for a little bit, remove all that UV solder mask because it was a hot mess. Check into the scope one more time really quickly. Yeah, that's what I figured, so I don't know why they did it that way. Worried about the goopy in there. There's basically goobies in the like flux residue and stuff, and these filters down here. So we're gonna have to clean those up. I gotta find my other filters. Give me one moment. I'm gonna go to the scope one more time. Gotta get those goobies. Might be a waste of time. Oh, that came out good. There we go. I feel better about that already. Oh yeah, get out there. Oh yeah. Alright, so that worked out really well, as you could hear. Let me clean it up. Then we'll get the new port on and we'll do the jumpers. I need to make sure. We're gonna need 8 jumper wires, y'all. Cut the board real quick. Come on. I think what they did is they did a jumper to one of the wrong connections. I've done it before too, because it's easy to get mixed up. Sometimes I'll leave it labeled up. I've been doing it for so long now. was kind of weird to say I've been doing it for over half my life. Oh, these ones are going to be fun. Alright, anyhow, let's get the new solder on. Then we can go ahead and get the new post on. And get this repair going here. Can you guys see okay? I don't know if you guys can see okay. If you guys have any questions or anything. Alright. Voltmeter. Come on. Can't seem to verify that first. Alright, I'm gonna have to do the voltmetering under the scope. Give me one moment. I was hoping to be able to let you guys be able to see, you know? hipster. We'll take 4 more and then we'll get back. Alright, so those traces are good enough to use, so that's good. We got the board prepped. We gotta get the port prepped, and then we can move forward. Alright. Start bumping that. Alright. Alright. Just about done prepping it. Get it out. So I'm just wondering what to do because I tried doing giveaways and stuff and nobody entered. We did raffle off that slam. That was successful. The PS5 slam. My buddy ended up buying it. He won the raffle. What would you guys do if every time you tried to do a promo it didn't work? Would you keep trying to do promos? to add some Flux, and I'm going to need to redo this whole setup. I think for reference. Yeah. So on what is that? On the fourth one, I gotta be careful. All right, port prep. Let's get it on. Oh, we gotta scoop it up. Dang it. My cord is short. There you go. Alright, let me check that out under the scope real quick. I'll grab that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to touch it up by hand. I'm sure it's looking that way. Several pins are not making a connection. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to first get it all bolted in, and then we're going to worry about what makes the connection happen. So let's get this up here. Zoom that out a little. This light back where it belongs. There we go. Alright. gotta switch arms. Because we're gonna need to get up in there. Gonna need to get up in there for those jumper wires, man. Alright, well that warms up. Let's clean this up. And we'll flip it over and get our jumper wires going. Remember if I showed you guys how to flip before. Knew I should have took a power nap. You guys like to take naps? I love to take naps too. I never thought in a million years I'd love to take naps. Food and sleep are just cherished. I don't know how they got it way over here, but they did. They got Flux way over there. Way over by the CQV. Came out nice on the bottom so far. Nice and shiny. Now comes the fun part. Oh, freaking out on me. Come on. No. Trying to figure this out. Damn it. Damn it. Well, you guys could see, but now I can't. Well, this sucks. This is like the most important part of it all. Damn it. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, squeeze your chest. And then go. Wow. Alright. Water. Alright, I'm gonna go right to the left. I think that would be best. I'm gonna see if there's any way at all I can squeeze you guys in here. Let's see. I got the first one in. First time. Trying to get it to go on the trace. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna show you guys, and then I'm gonna knock out a few more, and then show you guys how to do something like that. So, Flux. Well, 2 for 2. Don't want to let my wire go. Alright, so here's where we're at. See, we got the 2 wires in from this end. I'm going to work my way that way. So we got, what, 2, 4, 6 more to go. 6 more to go. Oh, snaps. I found a way you guys can see. Sweet. Alright, so let's get this 3rd bar. Well, I didn't cut jack. There we go. 3 for 3. Alright, I think we're good on this one here. Start to tell us all the rubies. And I have to clean up this ruby here soon. I try to lay so much upon the trace that basically when I go to clean up with the toothbrush, it doesn't go anywhere, and then the UV solder mask just basically becomes overkill as far as protecting the work. After voltmeter before we seal it all up too. So welcome everybody, if anyone who came in. You're in the middle of doing some salvage work here. Someone had a blast, and now we better clean it up. Alright, I think we just need 2 more. Yeah, we need 2 more, and then we can clean it up, and voltmeter it, and move on. Alright, one more, y'all. Yeah. Of course, the last one give me all kinds of freaking pain in the ass. Okay. Ooh. Alright, after this, we're going to clean the. Yeah, I had to switch. I used to use, I can't even remember the brand name, Amtech for the Flux, and I use Kimbo now. If you know, you know. But it works great, and the price is great, but it leaves residue that's hard to clean up. And it freaking creates a crap ton of stuff. Alright, clean it up. touch it up afterwards. Sometimes the toothbrush will yank the wire loose. Let's see how that goes. Other than that, it looks good. Looking good. Alright, so now we're just going to voltmeter it. We do put the solder mask to protect it. Alright, voltmeter time. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. Fun times. Alright, well, let me check out. So there's that. And now I'm just going to double check that the pins are solid, because sometimes these connections will come loose if you're not careful. I need my black tweezers, because there's goop all in between these wires, and that is no bueno. Alright, well, everything checks out. So, what I'm going to do is secure it with some UV solder mask. Mostly because I want to use my new tool again. And then we'll bolt it up and test. Does that sound good to y'all? Alright, so the trick to the solder mask is to use the tip of your tweezers to apply just what you need where you don't end up with too much. So what I'll do is I'll often put a little and then just kind of spread it around. Alright, see, it's still ended up being too much. So now what I gotta do is take a Q-tip and kind of grab a little off there. So you don't need a whole lot. Thin layer. So just a thin layer. And blast it with the solder mask. Curing flashlight. I'm gonna do just a little longer with that. Oh, nice. It says to not look directly at it. That's what I was doing. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go to bed after this. And the debate was solved, in case anyone doesn't know. It's X. We want to do the X for the thermal compound. Got that thing just right. Not off calls. Not off calls. I'm pretty confident it'll work. What about you guys? cut this backboard again. So. Okay, first things first, I need to reattach this piece. Which, find that cable. Okay, there's the cable. Alright. I'm excited, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit excited. Ah, crap, I gotta go all the way back. That's how excited I am. I'm getting ahead of myself. I never put the clamp on. Gotta put that clamp on, it's important. We don't want them to have a working HDMI, but now they have an overheating problem, you know? That would be no bueno. Alright. Let's try again. Let's go this here. Well, I am bolting this up. Did anyone have any questions or anything? Any suggestions for future videos? Anything like that? Do you guys think it will work, or do you think the damage has been done? I'm pretty confident. I am worried about those filters, though. But now they're all cleaned up, so we will see. We will see. Alright, let's try this again. Because I'm trying to, do my best to keep you guys entertained, especially since right now you can't see anything. And then I want to set up the camera thing where it's like the overhead, but I'm supposed to be moving soon. So I'm like, dang. That's pretty banged up, man. That's fixed worse. I had one that all 19 pins were ripped out. Every single pin was ripped out. And I was able to fix that one, so. What's 6 when you've done 19 before? You know? But a lot of it has to do with who was in there before me, too, so. Basically, the more people that have worked on it for me, the less likely I'm going to be able to fix it. But it'll be pretty well. I mean, I fixed units that people freaking took power drills to and all kinds of stuff too. So. But I'm a moving, so we can hopefully see a working unit together in just a few moments here. I should say a few minutes here. Man. They used the wrong screw in some of these spots and it's like cross-threaded and stuff. This heat's been crazy out here in Southern California. It's been 100 plus degree weather where it's difficult to not just get robbed of all your energy and not want to do anything. It sucks. And then wherever there's AC, then you don't want to leave that spot because it's air conditioned and it feels so good. I went somewhere in my car earlier when I got back. I didn't want to get out of the car because it felt so nice in the car. It's been ridiculous hot. Alright, we'll get back to that in just a moment. Let's get this plugged in. There we go. Almost hemmed up here. Hate when I drop screws. Alright, so that's all done. Where's the, there it is. It's all hidden under here. There we go. Alright, so first things first, we gotta get this stupid rubber thingy out of here. There we go. Okay, that's on. Now I'm gonna put it here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Parts are hiding on me. There we go. Alright, we're almost down to just the cables. The tricky little cables. Alright, we're all plugged in. Let's get this last back piece out. Okay. Oh man, they busted the piece off it. Alright, fully bolted up. Turn all this off. Alright. Darkness we go. Pardon all the background noise of rude and inconsiderate neighbors. Okay, put that there for a moment. I think it's gonna work. You guys think it's gonna work? I think it's gonna work. Where's the, there we go. Okay. Good. There we go. And last but not least, put it on the correct channel. Boom. Alright, y'all. Time for the moment of truth. Do you guys think it will work? It keeps giving me that stupid error. Will it work? Uh-oh. You should do a tour on your setup. I will do that. I will definitely do that. For some reason, we're still not getting signal. Now, the only thing is, they could have blown one of the filters or more of the filters, or that retimer from the Flux residue could be blown out. But I've done enough of these to know that there is something worth trying first. And that is to turn it all the way off. Well, there's a couple things we could try actually before we have to actually break it all down. We've got to make sure it's all the way off, and then we put it into safe mode. So I'm going to also grab some alcohol. And perhaps there's just Perhaps there's just some flux residue in there, you know? Sometimes it's just some flux residue. That's like one of the only crappy things about this brand. Kimbo. For the price. And let me squirt a little on there for good measure. Yeah. The reason it shouldn't work because I already freaking checked for continuity. Alright, so it's all the way off. Alright. I wonder what the hell. Well, that's we're gonna have to make a part 2. I've never done a live to a live before, but it looks like that's what we're gonna have to do. But either way, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, hype the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And then here, before we boogie out, let me just take you back to my little setup real quick. It's kind of a mess, but give you guys an idea. So this is the setup. So I have my Fume Extractor, I got my iron, I got my Rework Station, there's my scope, I got all my stuff for my little parts and trinkets, and all the rest is just like hand tools, hand drivers, screwdrivers. I got my what is it called? I'm tired, I can't really think. I got my desoldering braid hanging right there. Don't worry, I don't smoke this crap. That is literally just to hold this when I record. And yeah, that's all I could think of. Oh yeah, and then the jumper wire and UV solder mask, all that good stuff. And then this is all the reball crap that I'm eager to use. I haven't been able to use much of that yet, unfortunately. Don't do a whole lot of reballing. And then that's my fancy schmancy charger station. It tells me what stuff is pulling. So if I do like a chip replacement on a Nintendo Switch or something like that, I could tell if it's pulling the right charge and the right amount and stuff. So when it first boots, it should be 5 volts at half an amp, and then afterwards it should go to fast charge at 1.7. Did you guys have any questions or anything like that before I close this out and see what the heck? Oh yeah, and then you can't forget the Q-tips, guys. You gotta have the cotton swabs. Oh yeah, and then this tool right here. It's my blower. It's pretty nifty. It only costs like 20 bucks. But alright, y'all. I'm a little disappointed in that it didn't work, and now I have to wonder what did they damage to make it to where it won't work. I might have to do a retimer replacement, or I don't know, I have a feeling maybe one or more of those filters could be bad. Yeah. Anyhow, thanks for everything, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Peace.